here in the back, you could easily put a pool, pickleball court, or kind of whatever backyard dream setup you were thinking of. All right guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be touring this beautiful $1.6 million home in Nampa, Idaho. This one sits on just over 2 acres. It's got lots of nice luxury modern features, and so you're not gonna wanna miss this excellent craftsmanship. So let's go take a look. Hi, my name is Jonah Rae, and if you're new to my channel, I post videos every single week, keeping you up to date on property home tours here in Boise, Idaho, and the Treasure Valley. We post a multitude of content so that you can get a better idea of what it's like to live, work, and play here in Idaho. All right, guys, so at the entrance of this property, as you can see, we got a beautiful modern Tuscan style craftsmanship all throughout the exterior and the elevation on this house. So we'd really like to see that. Now look in here, you got a nice 3-car garage with these nice accented dark colored bays with the windows there. And then, like I said, this home is on just over 2 acres. So look in here, you're gonna have a nice big green space, definitely fit for an additional dwelling unit or a shop space and something like that. And then it's unfortunate that right now here in August, we're being highly affected by the fires. So the smoke in the air is kind of affecting a lot of the views. But trust me, there's a lot of very nice views of the Boise foothills and a lot of the Boise suburbs going that way. And then right behind us, which we'll get to later, is the Owyhee mountain range, and those views are exceptional. All right, so this one is fully landscaped front and back, grass all the way around. They've got these beautiful, nice boulders that you can see placed eloquently. They got that nice circle drive here, and then a nice xeriscape gravel landscape right here, which obviously if you wanted some extra greenery or stuff like that, that's something that you could definitely add. We got this nice beautiful masonry with the little Juliet walk above your front entrance, and so that's kind of a nice piece and a nice ensemble bringing you into the front door. All right, now that we're inside, I'll tell you some of the details on this one. It is a 4-bed, 4.5 bath, just over 4,500 square feet. It's got a 3-car garage. It has an upstairs bonus room, but for the most part, everything's down here on the single level. And like I mentioned before, it's on just over 2 acres and listed at $1.65 million. So we're gonna have a nice little drop bench and kind of an area right here where your guests can drop some things, maybe have keys, stuff like that, could all be dropped there. Then right here is gonna be an office space. So you got your nice big windows here that allow for, nice views and being able to take in that natural sunlight. And then we got the nice, battened wall there, nice little accent. And then here we got frosted double glass doors for this office space, complete with a fan and a couple can lights in there. Okay, now walking in here, this is gonna be exactly what your guests see as soon as they enter the home, is this nice grand living and kitchen space. So it's a big, great open area right when you walk in. You're gonna have these really cool pillars kind of set throughout, kind of this nice little space here that we've utilized, a cool built-in here. So this could be like a really cool like little reading nook or sitting nook right here, just off your living room. And then, you got more just of that entertainment and storage space, all throughout here. Big cubbies and floating shelves surrounding your TV and fireplace. This is a very nice, all the way to the ceiling tile piece, really kind of bringing in the modernness of the architecture here. You got a place to mount your TV, as you can see, and then once again, you got those open shelves, and then you got your gas key for that gas fireplace. Right off the living room, you got these huge double masters taking you out to your backyard, which we'll go check out a little bit later. But that's just one feature to keep in mind. We also got some of the modern light fixtures throughout. We got nice little cove insets for displaying plants and mini decorations all throughout this home. And then check out this kitchen. So in this kitchen, you're gonna have lots of beautiful soft close cabinetry. You got this dark walnut stain, and then you got a white quartzite, really nice countertop with this beautiful subway splash here on the back. Another thing, this home is complete with a very nice Italian top of the line gas appliances. We've also got a KitchenAid built-in ice freezer. So those are always pretty nice for people who really like ice. And then you got a nice, built-in with the cabinetry face fridge and freezer combo here. Then you got a nice dry goods storage right here. Let's turn on that light. And you can really see that they've got all the outlets for your appliances, dry goods storage up ahead. Really like to see that. Okay, walking over to this side of the kitchen, you're gonna have these really convenient, utensil holders here, and then you could have spices and things like that on the bottom. We also got the 6-burner gas range. Once again, these are Italian products. Let's see what that company is again. Bertazzoni. So Bertazzoni, yeah, we got a big double range here, and then a smaller range here. Obviously tons of controls here. You got a very nice thermometer there. And then this one does have a skillet plate, so that's always nice to see. And then on this side, you're gonna have, more pot and pan, but more so like, utensils and spice holders right here. You're also gonna have this really nice vented hood fan right above this for when you're really getting things going. And then once again, nice soft close cabinetry throughout. Okay, we're gonna have a very nice Bertazzoni, once again, Italian dishwasher. And you're not gonna have one, but you're gonna have 2. So that's a nice added feature. We got this big basin stainless steel sink with a nice satin nickel finish to match all your cabinet pulls and things like that. And then it is complete with a reverse osmosis system right here for that added extra filtered water. Okay, right off of that kitchen space, you're gonna have this grand dining area here where you're gonna be able to take in a lot of the sunlight and natural light. And then also this is a west facing backyard. So you're gonna have a nice sunsets that are gonna be coming through these windows. That's where you're gonna be seeing those Owyhee Mountains and then these rolling foothills that we see right in front of us. So a pretty unique dining set, if I do say so myself. And then it does have this nice, patio door here if you're for that indoor outdoor eating. And then you've got, the inlaid blinds in this patio door too, which is also really nice, especially when a lot of sun is beating down. Being able to close those is really nice. But yeah, that's kind of the living and kitchen space. Let's go over here and check out some of these spaces. All right, so on either side of me, right off of the kitchen back here, we got these beautiful little en-suites, which I think are really nice. So they're a nice sized room, easily fit for a guest or a teenager or just a kid's room. And then they got a full walk-in closet, which is really nice and handy, especially if you're into lots of sports, things like that. And then what makes it an ensuite is just having that dedicated bathroom space. I think this shower is really cool too because it has that big open view window letting in the natural light. And then another unique feature of this room is it does have access to that back patio. So if you ever put a pool or something back there, this would be a great bathroom to let guests access. But yeah, walking right over to the other side, we're gonna have a very similar situation. So we're gonna have a big walk-in closet there, nice window, good sized room. And then here is that full bathroom again. You're gonna have the same tub and tile shower setup. No viewing window in this one. But anyways, yeah, fans overhead. Always like to see those in bedrooms. Yeah, now let's walk on over to this side of the house and we'll go down this hallway and we'll check out the garage and some of the other features. So obviously that's your front door entrance there. You do have a nice linen closet here where you can drop your things for guests and stuff like that. There is an additional linen closet right there, so a lot of extra storage when you need it. And then this is gonna be another bedroom here. You're gonna have these big, windows letting in lots of natural light. This is gonna be a bigger bedroom than those other two we just looked at, so this could be, a guest bedroom would be a good fit. It does have a fan overhead, and then it does have, once again, a full walk-in closet there with this big bathroom here. You got a nice little prep kind of station here, walk-in shower, toilet, sink. Everything you would need definitely for a guest. Okay, let's walk out of this one. Now, down this hallway, you're gonna have your half bath or your powder room here on this main level. This could easily be accessed for the guests if you're hosting or anything like that. And then this is gonna be your laundry room here. So you're gonna have a nice big prep area here. You're gonna have some good storage back here for all your things, as well as above head storage, soft close, similar as the kitchen space. Then you're gonna have your side-by-side washer and dryer with the prep utility sink right there, which is always super nice. And then that being right off the garage is also very convenient. So this is gonna be the 3-car garage. Like I said, we got a big 2-car bay right here. It's got the windows letting in the natural light, but they are tinted, so no one's gonna be able to see in, which is a nice feature. This is gonna be your mechanical closet, so you know you're gonna have your HVAC, water systems all in there. And then there is a man door right here, taking you to the backyard. So that takes you to the backyard right there. And then obviously with the way that they set this up, there's some extra space in the front of this property where you can put a shop, but also if you wanted to pull through or wanted to have some sort of a man door or a utility door for, say, a lawnmower or something like that, they definitely set this up so it could be used that way. All right, so now we're gonna walk across the living room here and over to here, and this is where we're gonna see the master bedroom tucked kind of right behind this hallway here. Before we go upstairs, this is gonna be your master bedroom. Obviously, very nice windows on either side, letting in the natural light. And then you got your double doors off to your patio, which would be a great place for a spa. You know, just being able to have that retreat at night or even in the mornings if you like to drink your coffee or see first sunlight. And then, yeah, we got this nice little accent wall here. And then a big, you know, kind of space here that would easily fit for a dresser or armoire and be able to still have a, you know, well-placed TV or entertainment type thing. And then, yeah, plenty big for a king bed. Another great feature of this master is this really cool hallway space here. And then this one is truly set up for a his and her setup with, you know, 2 separate closets. So you have a massive walk-in closet here and then a stackable washer and dryer setup right there, which is super convenient. And then on this side, you're also gonna have a similar setup with a big walk-in closet here. No stack on this side, but I mean, I feel like one's enough. And then they didn't want to skip out on any space, so they did put this hidden little storage room. So this is obviously behind the living room, so this is gonna be one of those bookcases there. And then you got like, even the storage just continues on, utilizing every little bit of space. I think that this area would be really great for like a safe room. So if you wanted to have it totally hidden, put a safe in there or have some, you know, valuable items kind of tucked away, I think that would be a great place to kind of put them and showcase them. Okay, now walking into this master bath, it is very nice. We got a nicely placed makeup station right here, kind of off to the corner and side. Then this is gonna be that dedicated toilet space there with a smart bidet toilet, which we always like to see. And then we have this massive mirror wall with the dual vanities, tons of storage all throughout. Huge kind of a prep area, drop area here, and then a nice soaker tub with the corner natural light flowing in. And then this is a very awesome walk-in shower with a fully dedicated side on here, as well as here with the natural light. So really like to see the features of this master bath and bedroom combo. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let's head to the next part. All right, let's head out of this master and then let's head upstairs where we can check out this flex space. So as you can see from here, you can get a nice, easy access if you had plants or decorations right here, but also just a nice overlook kind of over the great space. And then this is gonna be your flex area. So I think this is really unique in the sense that you can have kind of 2 different entertainment type areas. Say you have kids, this would be kind of a great play space or maybe a play space over there, and then have an entertainment space in either too. So, you know, kind of movie, media, game room, and then, you know, playroom, schoolroom for the kiddos. I think that this flex space was kind of really designed with that in mind. But yeah, we got fans overhead. We got nice little windows letting in the natural light. And then something really cool too is you just have the really nice balcony overlook of, you know, your living room, kitchen, and kind of all that great area there, being able to kind of showcase that. And then this is that Juliet walk that I was talking about. So right here off of the flex space, you got this nice Juliet walk out here where you're gonna be able to come out, you know, on a beautiful morning. You'll have the sun rising over there, Boise foothills over there, and you'd kind of be able to showcase the valley, see the corn and grape fields, and, you know, really take in the beauty that is Nampa, Idaho. All right, let's walk back in and let's shut this. Now, let's go check out the backyard because this is, you know, where this place really shines. Being on 2 acres, it has excellent land and excellent views. All right, so right off the living room here, we'll open up these huge double sliders just to kind of give you an idea of how big these double sliders are. So on a nice fall or spring night, you can let in the outside fresh air and just enjoy the indoor-outdoor feel. But yeah, let's step out onto this patio and really check it out. All right, so stepping out onto this patio, we're gonna have this nice overlook here, kind of giving that accented black board and batten up on top. And then also, if you see in these corners, we have a built-in home sound system that is getting taken out into this outdoor space, which is really nice. It's also connected with the inside. And then over here, you're gonna have a gas line here, you know, for your barbecue, but then also an electrical outlet. So if you got a smoker or stuff like that, it's gonna be easy to have those here for your outdoor cooking essentials. You're gonna have your door off of the dining, and then you have that door right here off of the master. This is one of those places where I was saying would be a great space for a hot tub right here. You do have this nice gas fire pit already installed too, which is a really unique little feature there. And then this is also, you know, one of those flex spaces kind of right off of the dining area and right off of that ensuite room too here. So if you were to put in like a pool or something in the backyard, that'd be a great access for the guests to get into that bathroom. So as you can see, this is a huge backyard space, and once again, unfortunately, the smoke is really letting me down, but we have beautiful Owyhee Mountain views. They're gonna be showcased right over there. The sun is gonna be setting right over there, bringing a nice orange glow all over this backyard, which is gonna just be absolutely beautiful. Another couple things to note on an estate lot like this here in Nampa, it is very common to see a septic and well. That is exactly what this home is serviced by. So those are private systems that you need to be aware of. But that's, you know, one of the added benefits, actually, I think, to getting, you know, an acreage property like this. So talking a little bit more about the usability of this property with that nice open space in the front, it would be a great place to put a shop or have a nice, you know, driveway or added storage up there. And then here in the back, you could easily put a pool, pickleball court, or, you know, kind of whatever backyard dream setup you were thinking of. It could easily be built right here with all this acreage to work with, and you still would not have obstructed views of those beautiful rolling foothills, the Hawaii's out there surrounded by farm fields. This is what living is like here in Nampa, Idaho. So that pretty much sums it up for this property tour here in Nampa, Idaho. Once again, if you want to see more videos like this, we post weekly, giving you property tours, community highlights, so you know exactly what it's like to live, work, and play here in Idaho's Treasure Valley. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of those videos, and we'll see you in the next one.